Meanwhile, back-to-back major hurricanes are raising concerns about the impact on Florida's property insurance market. And tonight, Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders is in Tallahassee, where state officials say they're not worried.
So coming into hurricane season, state officials were very happy to report that they were seeing some stabilization in Florida's property insurance market. But then, of course, we got two major hurricanes, Milton and Helene. Even so, officials now saying they believe we dodged a bullet. Here's why. Nearly a week after Florida's latest major hurricane made landfall, damage assessment continues and insurance claims piling up.
Wow. Just wow.
How do I even fix this?
As of Tuesday, according to state officials, there were about 152,000 Milton insurance claims. Losses were about $1.9 billion. Helene, 2 weeks earlier, 119,000 claims and about $1.2 billion in losses. Ian, by comparison, was more than $21 billion in losses with around 800,000 claims.
I do feel like for the financial health of the Florida insurance market, we did dodge a bullet.
While it's still early, Florida's chief financial officer, Jimmy Petronis, optimistic that claims wouldn't surge. He felt a bunch of insurance reforms from lawmakers had also put the market in a strong place.
We learned something from every single storm. We have rewritten every law in order to protect the consumer from predators and also hold the insurance companies accountable. All that has happened since Hurricane Ian.
Florida's insurance commissioner echoed confidence in a recent press release, saying there's, quote, continued property market stabilization, with 15 companies filing rate decreases and 29 asking to stay flat, plus reinsurance cheaper for most carriers. But it comes as analysts at Fitch estimate a $30 to $50 billion price tag for Milton alone and warn Florida is, quote, vulnerable to the extent the major hurricane generates losses in excess of reinsurance limits. DeSantis dismissed the analysts last week.
How the hell would a Wall Street analyst be able to know? It's been dark all day. What, you just going to know that you're going to do? I mean, like, give me a break on some of this stuff.
Florida Democrats, meanwhile, keeping up the pressure for more insurance reform in coming sessions and condemning Republican leadership thus far.
These are the times when you need your leaders to step up to the plate. And so people do care, because every single person in our state, whether you are living in South Florida or you're living up here in the Panhandle, you need government to work, and you need government to work in times like this.
And at this point, it doesn't sound like there's any appetite for lawmakers to come back early and do any kind of further insurance reform legislation before we get to the regular session, which kicks off in March. But time will tell, and as always, anything can happen here in Tallahassee. That's the latest at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.